Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, hello there. I'm just looking at the Mardi Gras parade schedule. It's in full effect down here in New Orleans. Parades every day, multiple parades every day. Just trying to figure out where I'm going to go tomorrow. Oh, I think Knights of Babylon. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a real good one. Well, it's time for another part two. Now, if you want me to flip around the webcam, you're gonna have to stay till the end here. I think I'll do that right at the end. Now, I believe I'm all set up again, logged in as a student. Yeah, here we go. Let me just float that over here a little bit. Okay, so if we go to your plan on Friday, Friday is the 21st. Am I right? Yeah, okay. Thursday, February 20. Okay, Friday, February 21st. You should see on the plan something that says click here if you don't see the link to your 4.10 unit test part 1 and 2. Now, this student does see the link because, well, actually, this link here, they should both show up right here, part 1 and part 2. If you don't see them there, and you should also see them outside of that little box right here, part 1, part 2. If you don't see that, then you must not have passed the last quiz in the unit. Click the other thing on your plan here, and it explains what quizzes we had this unit. You got to pass the last quiz to unlock part 1 and part 2 of this unit test. Okay, so let's get into the unit test. Go back out to let me just exit back out of here, and go to the 21st again, and we'll click directly not into the part 1 but into the part 2, 4.10 graded assignment unit test part 2. Here are all the directions. This just explains how the files down here, Word document or PDF. You'll probably want to use the Word document because that's the one you can write on. PDF if you want to print it out and do it by hand, but you can print out a Word document as well. All sorts of different ways to show your work. You can take a cell phone picture of it, have your mom or dad upload it into the Dropbox here. Do it on the Word document itself. Use Microsoft Paint. Use the snipping tool program. Do it on a blank sheet of paper and scan it in using your K-12 printer and scanner. However you do it, you got to upload your assignment back here into the Dropbox. So here is the Word file. It's going to download to the bottom of my screen since I'm using Chrome. Hit that enable editing button, guys, so you can write on this thing. Now it says answer the question below. Use the tips and the assignment directions for different ways to show your work and submit to the assignment Dropbox. 15 points. Make sure to show your work and explain the steps you took in solving the problem using the words first, next, and last. Janice makes a box in the shape of a rectangular prism. A net of the box is shown. What's the surface area of the box? Well, we're just going to have to make this about Bobby Sue. Bobby Sue makes a box in the shape of a rectangular prism. And you know what, guys? I think this is actually a real question from a state test. And they have it labeled up. They have the net labeled up just like this. And we got to really work carefully with this one. It can be a little bit tricky. Look, we have 10 inches across the top there labeled, 6 inches here across this side, and 8 inches there across that side. But we're going to have to label up every single side of this. We need to know all the dimensions, and we already do know all the dimensions if we know these 3 dimensions because this is a right rectangular prism. However, we're not going to do it with these numbers. No. Let me just delete that because I already went in here and got some new numbers for us. So it's pretty much the same diagram, but with some different numbers. Okay, so and we got Bobby Sue here instead of whoever that was. Now, to find the surface area of a rectangular prism, we're going to need to find the area of every single face of this prism. Now, the net shows us every face. I'm just going to take this, and I'm going to take my snipping tool program, SNIP. Type in snipping tool. You should be able to find it here. If you're having trouble finding it, watch out. You might need to search your apps and not like the web. It might try to search the web or something. Search your apps. When I type it in my search box, it comes right up. Snipping tool. We could go. Also, I want to open up Paint. Let me open up Paint. P-A-I-N-T. There it is, Paint. Love to use snipping tool and Paint for these. But let me take a screenshot of this so I could work with it a little bit. And then I use a snipping tool to take a snip of it. Now I'm gonna open up Paint. Got it here. And I'm gonna paste it right there. Okay, so since this is a rectangular prism, basically, guys, it has three sets of parallel congruent faces. And I'm going to use a little color coding to help lay this out. Now, if we call this the bottom, let me see here. Let's call this, let me use red. If we call that the bottom, then this one would be the top. If we fold it back up, that would be that lines up at the bottom. Those two would be parallel. They'd be exactly the same size. And if this is the back side of it, well, then this would be the front side of it. And then I guess we can call these the left and right side. These faces are all going to have the exact same dimensions, the exact same measurements. So it's labeled 12 inches across the top. So we know that this line is also 12. This line will be 12. That'll be 12. That'll be 12. 4 inches over here, so this must be 4 over here. But here's a little bit of a tricky part. If this thing folds up to form a rectangular prism, that's going to have to be 4 as well, right? If you look down here, those are both 4. And if those two red faces are congruent, then these two have to be 4 as well. And then the other measurement we have is 6 inches, labeled along, what color should I use? Purple. Right here. They're telling us that line right there, that side is 6 inches. If that's 6 inches, so is this. So is this, 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 and so is this. 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. All right. Now I have every single side of this thing labeled up. Now, you don't necessarily have to put the numbers on every side like that, but it's really important that that you can do that. We're only given 3 numbers, but with those 3 measurements, we have every single side length of this right rectangular prism. Remember, there's only 3 different size faces here. The 2 red ones, the 2 green ones, and the 2 blue ones. They're all identical. Those are the parallel sides. All right, now we need to find area. Area of all the faces and add them up. So let me start with the red ones. The area is going to be length times width. I'll just write L times W. So that's 12 by 4. 12 times 4. Now 12 times 4 is 48. 48 inches squared. But there are 2 of them, right? There's 2 of them, so don't forget the second one. So we got another 48, or we can do 48 times 2. Let me just write 2 48s there for the 2 red faces. Now let me go to the blue ones. The blue ones, 12. Looks like we have, and remember, area could also be base times height. But if it's rectangles, we could also say length times width. Length times width or base times height. So with the blue ones here, we got 12 to 12 by 6. Both of them, right? 12 by 6. So we could say the area is going to be 12 times 6. 12 times 6 is 72. So the area of each blue face is 72 inches squared. We got 2 of them. 2 of them, right? 12 times 6. Is that 72? If you got to double check by doing it like this, do it. 6 times 2 is 12. 6 times 1 is 6, plus 1 is 7. It is 72. Okay, how about the green sides? 4 and 6. They're both 6 by 4. So we could say area is equal to 6 times 4. That's going to be equal to 24 inches squared. And there's two of them. There's two of them. So now if we add all these up, we should get our total area. 48 plus 48. 8 plus 8 is 16. 4, 8, that's 96. 96 for the blue or the red sides there. How about the blue side? 72 and another 72. 2 plus 2 is 4. 144. All right, for the blues. How about the greens? 24 plus 24. That's 8. 48. So we got 96. 96 plus 144 plus 48 to add up all these sides. Surface area is the sum of all the areas here. So add them up. 6 plus 4 is 10 plus another 8. 18. 9 plus 1 is 10 plus another 8. 18. 1 plus 1 is 2. So I get 288. It's area of a two-dimensional space. So this is inches squared. And we're done. That's it. Except for the explanation. So let me get out the snipping tool again. We want to put this into the Word doc. Here I'm going to hold down left mouse button, highlight it all. There we go. Let's get this open again. Where I have the I'm going to leave a little bit of space for where I'm going to write my answer. And I can right click, paste. There it is. All my work into the Word doc. Beautiful. Now for the explanation. Let's see. First, I figured out the dimensions of all the sides of the prism by knowing that right rectangular prisms have 3 sets of parallel, 3 sets faux of parallel congruent, I guess I can say they're parallel congruent rectangular faces. So that in that sentence, I'm just explaining how I knew what all the side dimensions were. Because it's a right rectangular prism, I know that we have 3 sets of parallel congruent rectangular faces. All right, then I found the area of each face by doing length times width. Okay, that's good enough. Then I added up all the areas for the total surface area. I think that's good. What is it? I got blue lines here. What's that mean? I need a comma? Boom. There. You happy? Microsoft Word? Okay. Beautiful. I love using Microsoft Paint and Snipping Tool. Like I said, though, if you guys want to do this by hand, take a photo of it, scan it in. There's a lot of different ways you can show your work. You must upload a document, though. So let me save this thing. Go to File, Save As. I'm going to go to my desktop math folder. Wait, before I do that, let me put my name on it. Whoa. Misspell my own name? Billy Bob Payton. And the date as I'm making this 2/19/20. And it went down to the next line again. Whatever. All right, that's good. File, save as. Go to your math folder. And I like to just put my name out in front of the given name of the file. Put Billy Bob's there and then save it. Another good idea is to put the date on the file. So my math folder is full of stuff here now. I'm going to put the date, 2/19/20. Okay, save. There it's in my math folder. I can just, let me just shut it, close it. I'll go back to this. Back to the assignment. I already got it, the page where I downloaded it from here. Click upload. Find it on your desktop. It might look a little bit different on your computer. My math folder's here. Here's all the Billy Bob assignments. And the one we did today, this one, 4.10. Open it. Should upload. There, I can see it right there. I aced it. I hope. Okay, submit. There, it's in. Good to go. Okay, now the other way to get to this. If we get back out of here, this is your math course homepage. If yours looks like this, you're in good shape. If you go to the Tools Assignments folder, you can find all the Part 2s as we move through the semester here. Unit 2, the first unit of the semester. Unit 3, you can't get back into Unit 2s right now, though. It's grayed out because it's closed out. Unit 3 is still open till Friday the 21st, I believe. And here we're at Unit 4. We got one file submitted. Let's say you don't do too well on it. Let's say you get some feedback that says, hey, you got to fix this. Well, you have another 2 weeks to revise it. You can get back to it through this Tools Assignments folder and click back into it here. And you can upload more files right here where it says add a file. Okay, so that's how it's done, guys. Now, should I flip my camera around? Let's see here. I guess so. I'm getting ready to go out for the night. I'm kind of dressed up. Here, let me show you guys.
All right, everybody, that's it for me. I'm ready to go hit the parades for tonight. Got my little friend with me. You guys ever hear of the Flat Stanley Project? My niece, Allie Mae, gave me her little paper doll. She said take it on adventures. Then I got to like write a paper about it or something, talking about all the adventures we're going on. So she's been with me for the last week and a half, going to every parade in Mardi Gras. All right, we're out, guys. Good luck on your part 2. Bye.